Hi, my name is Fairy Kim, and welcome to Queerspace number 2. Yes, number 2 is coming out before number 1, and I don't want to talk about myself too much in this video, because this video is about something very serious, and I'm recording this on Blackout Tuesday too, so even though I'm going to upload it tomorrow, which is Wednesday. Yeah, I recorded Queerspace number 1 last week, but I didn't upload it last week, because on Friday, when I tried to upload it, I was having some internet issues, I think, and I was on a smoking quit as well, so I couldn't deal with the stress. But this week, with everything that's going on, I really thought it was important to bring this video up first. And it was important to say something about this, because of what's going on. Yeah, Black Lives Matter, basically. I've seen a lot of things recently that have appalled me about police brutality in the US. Though I'm sure the attitudes behind it are also true in this country. But yeah, I mean, the US seems to be going full on fascist dictatorship, it seems to be now, full on police state. But it's appalling anyway, what's been going on for decades, probably forever, with regards to police brutality against black people. I know people will say, racist people, let's face it, will say that black people cause more violent crime. Yeah, but it's not like white people don't also cause violent crime, and we don't see the same level of brutality against white people, do we? And bear in mind that what caused these uprisings was that a man was arrested for using counterfeit money. And the police officer put his knee on this person's neck and they couldn't breathe and they just let him die like that. For counterfeit money, not for violent crime. I've seen videos that have appalled me over the last few days. A black man, hands up, not resisting arrest at all from what I could tell. His leg savaged by a dog, who was savaging that leg for far too long. Shouldn't have happened at all, but far too long. And having to meekly basically just put up with it without getting violent or aggressive, because they could have shot him if he did. I'm scared of dogs. That's like my worst nightmare or something like that happened to me. But that's irrelevant. It's horrendous. Just seeing something like that had me anxious just watching it. I've seen a video of a child, a young girl, like 7, 8, something like that. I don't know exactly how old, but that sort of age of child, having been maced in the face. You know, pepper sprayed. It's disgusting. And you see these police using the brutal force against peaceful protesters. It's disgusting. But in any case, never mind protesters, it's disgusting anyway. And I'm standing up. I mean, it's not about me. It shouldn't be about me. It's about people of colour. Listen to them. Support their voices. Amplify their voices. But I'm standing up in solidarity. I had to say something about it. So this is it for Queerspace number 2. I'm not going to talk about anything queer or trans. I'm going to talk about that to death in my other Queerspace ones. But this is about solidarity with black people in particular, with people of colour in general, and against the institutional racism in the US, but also around the world, in every country. And it's wrong and it should stop. That's all I have to say about that, really. America is pretty much becoming a fascist state, a police state it seems to be. And it needs to be stopped. And I'm totally in favour of all the rioters. I don't care if they're looting. Tear the system down. It's corrupt, it's evil, it's oppressive. Tear it down. Kick up a fuss. I think this is time for a revolution, to be honest. I think this is what's going to happen. The pandemic first, and then these this unrest that's happening now, and I think it's the start of something. And I think we're going to have a revolution, and we're going to see people in power being toppled, and we're going to have a new world created from this. I hope so, and I hope it's a better world. Many of us feel like we don't want to play along anymore. I don't want to play any along anymore. And I mean, nobody could help the pandemic. But the way that governments have misused the power that the pandemic has given them to basically knuckle down on the oppressive, intolerant attitudes that they've had all along. We've been silently putting up with all this stuff for a long time. The transphobia in the media and the press. The rife transphobia on social media as well, but in print media as well. And now it's filtering through to governments, and they're trying to put their foot down about it and actually stop us from having the right to live the authentic life that we need to live to be comfortable and happy, whole, healthy, balanced human beings. And it's just intolerance, that's all it is. And people flexing their muscles trying to stop, like, LGBT in general. That includes lesbian and gay stuff being taught in schools. Kids being taught that it is part of the variety of human experience that there is. Some of those kids who will turn out to be lesbian and gay, or trans. And it's not right. It's intolerance, it's bigotry, and it's been there a long time. And we've been quietly putting up with it for a long time, but I think people have had enough. And the racism, the police brutality against black people in America. But there is racism endemic in police forces all across the world, including the UK. And I know this is true. And it's not right. And there is institutional racism that keeps people of ethnicities other than white down. And it's wrong, and it needs to stop. And I think it's time for revolution. I think it's long since past time for revolution. We need to overthrow those in power and have a more equal society for everyone. So riot away. I'm behind you 100%. Black Lives Matter. That's all I have to say. We're all different. We're all special. Be good to each other. Thanks for watching.